Hello, this is Rakesh Rao from DesignSense Software Technologies, Bangalore. In this CAD Power video, I am going to talk about the area calculation tool from CAD Power, which is one of our most popular tools. If you go to the CAD Power pull-down menu, under Polyline Tools, under Inquiry Statistics, you have this called Compute Summed Areas of Closed Polylines. You can also run it from the command line by typing cp_calc_area. You need to now select the objects for area calculation, which can include polylines, circles, splines and ellipses. So in this case, I'm going to first select the set of closed polylines you can see here and press enter. Next, you are presented with a dialog box where you can specify all the operating parameters for this command. You need to specify whether the annotation is to be created, whether you want units suffix after each annotation, whether you want polyline numbering and so on. You can also export the coordinates into a CSV file, and the CSV file name is also specified here. You can even calculate the cost and time required for each area by enabling this cost time analysis here. So we will come to that a bit later, but first let us just run this command as it is and see what kind of output it creates. You need to specify the text height, which is the text height required for your area annotation. So I'm going to specify a height like 2.0, which I've just measured using this show button here. You can also create the table of centroid areas, and the other options we will check it out later. So I'll say OK. So pick point to place table. So I'm going to pick a point here. You can specify a scale factor for the table. So let me just scale it down a bit. So I'll just call it as 0.5. So this is the basic area table wherein the areas of all the polylines have been labeled here as well as shown in this table. So you can see the point number, centroidal XYZ coordinates, the area and then the total area as well. Now we have not specified any units, so you can see that the area is specified in generic terms as square units. Here it also tells you in which layer the polyline was found. Now let's run the same command but with a slightly more advanced operations. So in this case you can see that I have put my polylines in two separate layers. There's a polyline building layer and then there's a polyline open space layer. And also I have included some island polygons. Island polygons are polygons which are inside existing polygons. So they can be either closed polylines or it can even be a circle. So let us see how it runs on this one. So by the way, you can also run the area calculation tool from the ribbon. So if you click on CAD Power ribbon under Polyline Tools, if you click here, you can get compute summed area of closed polylines. So now I'm going to select all these polylines from multiple layers, and here I'm going to make a small change. So I'm going to say get polyline name from text within polygon. So if I click on this, and then I'll have to specify from which layer the text has to be taken. So I'm going to choose polygon label as the layer. Now I'm also going to enable island detection, which means it is going to subtract the area of the larger polygon from the polyline which is inside it. So island areas. And I can also specify a different unit for my drawing. So I can say that my drawing is in meter, but I want my area to be displayed in square feet. In this case, what happens is that the area will be calculated, but it will be converted into square feet and shown in the table. Say OK. So you can see it has labeled polygons, and wherever it found the label, it has put the label, otherwise it has put no number as a label. So I'm just going to click here. So you can see the difference now between these two tables. So for convenience, I'm just going to place them next to each other. So you can see in the second table that we created on the left side, instead of polygon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it has searched the layer underneath, and if a valid label was found, it is displayed here. So you can say that open space A, open space B, and open space C. Then the full area is shown here, and wherever the exclusions are there, wherever the island areas are there, the exclusion area is also shown here. And so full area minus exclusion area will give you the net area. And now it's also given me the totals, and last column here also shows the layer in which the polygon appears. So in this case, we have been able to perform area calculation with island area detection and automatic detection of polygon labels. So this makes it very flexible and versatile, and you can use this tool in many applications like mapping, surveying, GIS data preparation, and so on. Now it has also exported this data to a CSV file, so I'm going to open this CSV file in Excel and show you how it looks. So you can see exactly the same data what you see inside the CAD table is exported as CSV file as well. Now this is a common philosophy in CAD Power. Most of the tools that we have export data into CSV format because that is the most common and popular format which is used for all types of engineering data, especially for downstream analysis like preparing quantities, estimates, quotations, and so on. So most of the CAD Power tools you will see will export data into CSV format, and the calc area command which I just showed you now is also no exception. It exports the data both as a CAD table and CSV data. I hope you find this tool useful. Do let me know if you have comments and suggestions to improve this tool. Thank you.